And here we go, posted by Nacho Party Guy. 20 years and 3 kids. 20 years of marriage and 3 kids. Found out a few months ago that my wife had an affair. Sexual for a few months and emotional for like a year. She didn't want to disclose it and or any details. She was trickling out the truth. First saying it was just a kiss. Then a little more. I reached out to her cheating partner's wife and she shared the text messages that the two of them had shared. It was awful. Graphic descriptions of their sex. All the talk about their forever love and deep connection. I went into a rage. I smashed our wedding photos. I freaked out and called her horrible names. I've been crying every day for a few months. This is horrible pain that's not going away. The betrayal. The lies. Ugh. Problem is that I still love her so much, but I can't get these images out of my mind. They haunt me every day. I also have to admit that I pushed her there. I was so focused on trying to get my new business off the ground that I ignored her needs, didn't spend time with her, left her with the bulk of the kid duties. She even got a good second job to help with the finances because I wasn't bringing home enough. She was bitter, frustrated, lonely. A co-worker showed interest in her and I guess one thing led to another and they banged like 15 times over the course of a couple of months. I don't know what to do. I've tried setting up some trips to the city and quality time together. I'm gonna assume that's a but she says she's not ready. She needs time to see how she feels about me. Her feelings are buried down deep. She's been seeing a therapist for a couple of months. I haven't started yet, just books. She still works with him. Now that my business is doing better, I've offered to cover her wages for 3 months while she starts herself out and we can work on our relationship, but she's reluctant. She blames me for denying her emotional and physical support. She downplays it.
It was just a mistake. Get over it. It's just your ego.
I don't think that she's accepted the depth of the betrayal and how much she's hurt me. Should I walk? Give her more time? WTF. I don't know what to do. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The feedback should be awesome. First up, A. Ethan V.
It was just a mistake. Get over it. It's just your ego.
This would be enough for me to walk. That and the fact that she still never even respected you enough to give you the truth. You had to dig for everything and only admitted to what you could prove.
Denying her emotional and physical support.
Granted, I don't know the full story, but when did she come to you and ask for you for these more than once, and you actually deny her? I doubt you denied her. She had needs. She didn't express them to you. She was incredibly selfish and didn't care about the damage to you, so she decided to get her needs met elsewhere. That's what most likely happened. Am I right? This isn't you denying her anything. That's her retroactively changing the historical narrative to justify her choices so she's not the bad guy. Therefore, making her the victim and you the bad guy. When the truth is, these are all her choices. Until she owns her choices and takes responsibility, then nothing will fix this. Her
sorry
words mean nothing when her actions say otherwise. Words are cheap. After 20 years, you deserve more respect than this. Oh damn, shots fired. Gotta agree with this one. And that prompted a response from the OP. That is so true. I think that she still has this buried and hasn't accepted or processed or faced the magnitude of what happened. Next up, we have Life Yogurt Closet 98. Walk away. You neglected her because you were focused on getting your business up and running? How dare you, sir? Try to make sure your family is taken care of while your wife goes to her day job and fucks her coworker? How dare you? Make it about you. When she needed someone, instead of talking it out, she'd go on her knees and blew her coworker. How dare you? Get mad because she lived a double life. How dare you? Ruin that for her. This is how you sound to me. That woman neglected you and her kids. She planned affairs, took another man inside her, knowing you'd hate it, and did it again and again. She got excited when she would leave you behind to get sex from someone else. Leave her. She never deserved you. And I hope you beat the shit out of her coworker. Damn, that was some bombs that just got dropped. and this sparks a little back and forth between the OP and Life Yogurt Closet 98. OP responding, I can't wait to see him in the Safeway parking lot. Small town, and he's a repeat offender. He finds lonely married nurses, charms them, and they drop their pants. Life Yogurt Closet 98, and is he married? OP. Oh yeah, 2 young kids, and he's done this to 5 or 6 others. Kind of a perfect storm situation. Doctor, British accent, lonely married nurses. It's his MO. Life Yogurt Closet 98. Tell his job he's been having sex at work and maybe hook up with his wife. And now the OP. That's the way to assert dominance. I actually got a restraining order against me for threatening the homewrecker motherfucker. Life Yogurt 98 comes back again. Sorry to bring this up, but if him and your wife got it on at work, then you just need to a date and time frame. Call his job, they'll investigate it, and he might get fired. So since his wife has all the texts, get a hold of her to get the info and see if she's down for some revenge sex. Also, your wife, she didn't stop her affair, right? It was only because she got caught, right? 20 years is a long time and you're probably used to her presence too much. Try to do a little self-vacation. Get away from her and find out if you miss her, who she used to be. Next up, from Everything Stupid 321, I feel like having any real conversations about a possible future you two may have together are predicated on her understanding the depths of her fuck up. While you may have been absent/distant during the business startup, that isn't any excuse for her running into another man's arms. That's some junior high level immature bullshit. You two are both mature adults who are capable of using your words to resolve issues. And that's not what happened here. OP follows up, thanks for the clarity. And our final reply for this one, Patient Carpenter 83. Hey man, it's not your fault that your wife did that to the marriage. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, okay? Maybe you prioritized your business over everything with the intent of having more for yourself and your family. Maybe there were underlying issues in the marriage that were overlooked since there are children involved. Whatever the case might be, there are important variables to consider. 20 years and 3 children. A family. The stakes are very fucking high right now. As you tried to provide, a betrayal happened. You really don't deserve this, especially when there are children involved and a business at stake. When I found out about my wife having an affair, I couldn't bring myself to call her names and wish her harm. I was hurt by her, but I couldn't do that. There were times when I had the opportunity to cheat, so many times. I wasn't capable of doing those things though. I always preferred my wife during those times. I always came home to her, no matter the case. 2 options are here: divorce or reconciliation. Spend time apart and figure out what's best for yourself and your children. Do you want a mother doing that constantly? It already happened. Assuming that it won't happen again, the wounds and breach of trust has been compromised. What's the cost of forgiveness? What's the price of a divorce? A lot of thinking with your head and logic will need to be done. Don't resort to insults. Try to be as diplomatic as you can. Believe me, I went through some type of reconciliation process and the emotional pain is just extremely difficult. I love my spouse/ex. I think about her and wish her well, but our lives have drifted apart and will continue to do so, unfortunately. We have each other's location at all times. Think, man. Try to have control of your emotions. Best of luck to you. And this prompted a response from the OP. Thanks, man. This has been the most balanced advice so far. I really appreciate your perspective.